In recent years, local and international credit markets have dried up. It was brought on by the global financial crisis, where banks stopped lending to non-bank lenders. Eventually it got to a critical level where banks stopped lending to banks. It has eased up over the last 18 months, where the banking sector are lending to each other, but the non-bank lending sector hasn't opened up to the levels of pre-GFC, which makes it very difficult for Australian businesses still to get credit, access to credit and finance for their businesses. What these changes have meant for Australian businesses is that they've had to reassess their borrowing strategies. Australian businesses can no longer rely on traditional banking facilities such as overdrafts and have to look further into their balance sheet for other assets they can get finance against. A good example is their invoices. Businesses can finance against invoices by taking up an invoice finance facility. Basically what invoice finance facility is a line of credit against your invoices or receivables. It's more flexible than an overdraft and it doesn't require property security. The types of companies that would benefit from invoice financing are those that are involved in business-to-business trade and sell on credit terms. That is, they invoice their client and give them X amount of days to pay. It's available to any business from start-up to companies which turn over tens of millions of dollars. It would particularly benefit a business which is growing quickly. It also particularly benefit a business which is looking to make an investment, such as buying one of their competitors to consolidate their market position, and it would particularly benefit a business which is in a restructure phase. Credit markets will continue to be difficult for Australian businesses, and I emphasise again, SMEs need to look for alternative finance strategies. 180 Corporate is well funded and is one of the few non-bank lenders that were supported by its bank during the GFC. 180 Corporate is happy to talk to any SME about how invoice finance may be able to work for their business.